Morning. Oh, yeah, good evening. What time is it over there? Oh, 10 p.m. Okay. Yeah, you can, yeah, just turn it on and you may take a, you can, if it's too late, yeah, you can better go to bed. Hmm? No, this is an in-person class, technically. Why you want to show it to me? You want to show it to me? Is it Taiwan or Hong Kong? Oh, I see. Good. So you enjoy the food there. 11. Why? Oh, you come back? Yeah, no, I'm not coming back. Oh, I see. Mm. Mm. All right, fine. Going to January. And you said you're coming back like November 20 something? 26. Mm. Okay, so 19.2. Why is Yosemite? You're coming back 26, but you're going to Yosemite at 19? Oh, I see. Yeah, so mm, just be in the class, that's why. Yosemite, good time to visit, November. Is it too cold? What happened to Ivy? This show up yet? Mm. Oh, probably, yeah. I know. Yeah, just be careful. Travel around these days is kind of risky. A lot of things happen. Oh, so you mean you're still in the restaurant? No, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. It's like I'm almost tutoring Ivy. Just one person. One sec. I better call her. Oh, I just calling you, lady. So late. My God. Okay. Let's see. Check the attendance. Wednesday. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's continue. Okay, we are a little bit behind the schedule. Based on schedule, we are supposed to take a midterm exam next week, right? But probably delay one more week. Probably midterm is, let's see, the October 30th, November 1st. Okay, so it's okay. Hmm? Can you hear me now? Hmm. Like, Harry, can you read over there or you cannot? What time is it? What is in Austin time? You said. So, what time is it? 10? 10:30? Oh, okay. Ivy, you there? You wake up? Oh, right. Yeah, Harry. No, I, Never mind. Yeah. So Harry, can you read this one then? Fuji Xiaoduin. Mm-hmm. Right. And Ivy. So I mean, you cannot see this your what your monitor or what? Is your cell phone? Doesn't look like it. Anyway, yeah. Then if you can,
Can you hear me?
yeah, good. I can hear you good. All right. Let's start.
好，普济消毒饮：黄金黄连、牛蒡子、连翘、薄荷、姜产、玄参、马勃、板蓝根、桔梗、甘草、陈皮、柴胡、生麻。Indications: severe fever and chills, redness, swelling and burning pain of the head and face, thirst. Red with powdery white or yellow tongue coating, superficial, excess, rapid pulse. Epidemic toxin on the head with wind heat and damp phlegm. Common in
Sounds like you're gone. Okay, good. Yeah, this Fuji Xiaodu in this is. I mean, just remember this clear heat and resolve toxicity because this 황리엔제도, xiexin, Fuji Xiaodu in Lianggesan is for the toxic heat. Okay, so very cold and have yeah, eliminate toxicity herbs, very strong, powerful herb category. Sometimes it's kind of confusing. It's difficult to differentiate because a lot of them have those like irritability, like a flushed face, red eyes, dark urine, etc. Very strong uh, the manifestation. But Fuji Shaodu In is relatively easier because it has a wind heat. So has a severe chills and fever. So that means the heat is in the exterior and the toxic heat is interior. So this is a good indicator that with that and like a burning pain on the head and the face, because the toxic heat is a young pathogenic factor happen take place in the upper. So there is like a lot of boils in the head like that for children. This during winter or spring is that like what this a lot of times there is hidden heat involved. So these children already have some uh, cold before, and this exterior pathogenic factor is hiding, and then with another round of the wind heat attacks and having this problem. So yeah, this one has like a exterior wind heat herbs are there, like bohe, lianqiao, nubangzi, right? Banangan, jagung. So these are all like and chayo, singma. These are all wind heat herbs, and the huangnian, huangnian, huangqin, nubangzi, xuanshan, mahu, is toxic heat together. So this is remember this is exterior wind heat is there with a toxic heat. So that's your differentiation point. Liang-ge-san, Ivy, can you read this page, please?
凉葛散、连翘大黄、芒硝、黄芩、甘草、枳实、薄荷。Indication: sensation of heat and irritability in the chest and abdomen. Delirious speech, thirst, flushed face and red lips. Mouth and tongue sores. Sore throat, swollen tongue, red eyes, nosebleed, constipation, dark scanty urine, red tongue body, and edge with a dry yellow or white coating, and a rapid, possibly rolling pulse. Accumulated heat in the middle jaw, and unformed heat in the upper jaw, and formed heat in the lower jaw. This is the variation of 调味承气汤 with 连翘 as a chef herb.
Okay, thank you. It's kind of difficult to differentiate Liangsan and the Xiexintang because both are constipation. By definition or theoretically, this one is heat is formed in the middle jaw. I mean, heat is congested here, like accumulated heat in the middle jaw, and unformed heat. Usually, heat in the upper is it's just the heat, not like a constipation, like formed. So formed heat in the lower jaw usually means constipation or some like the dark scant urination like that. And the heat in the upper jaw, what is unformed heat in the upper jaw is sensational heat. This is just heat and delirious speech, flushed face, red lips. But look at the Xie irritability, restless, flushed face, red eyes, dark urine, constipation, delirious speech. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell to me. So I don't think that's going to be on the exam because it's too close to call. But by like a composition of these herbs, probably Liangsan is more stronger in constipation, I guess. And Xie is more like the more like a dysenteric like that, diarrhea, the damp heat. So anyway, remember these four. If there's exam, usually they ask this 황리제도탕 because this is most what common this toxicity formula. But remember that, and the Puji Xiaoduin, this is exterior wind heat with the internal toxic heat together. So chills and fever is very clear signs of Puji Xiaoduin. Okay. So that's four formulas in toxic heat category. And next is a clear heat and this is a typo. It should be simultaneously clear heat from the chi and blood level. That's what this category is. So can you change this to this? This is the typo. Okay. So that means heat is now from chi level to into blood level. So the more deeper the heat in the body, so that is more like getting serious. Okay, so Harry, can you read this one? Qing and Baidu San.
清胃败毒散，石膏生地黄连，犀牛角栀子，翘甘草，牡丹皮。Cook 赤芍 and 犀牛角 first for 15 to 20 minutes. Intense fever, strong thirst, dry heat, severe and stabbing headache, extreme irritability, and in severe cases, delirious speech, rashes, and nosebleed. The tongue is dark red and lips are dark and scorched, and the pulse is either rapid, submerged, and thin or rapid, floating, and large. This is an epidemic, toxin-borne pathogen disorder that manifests with severe fire in the qi and blood levels. Physicians should use the pulse as indicator for determining the appropriate dosage. A submerging and rapid pulse requires a larger dose. A floating large and rapid pulse requires a small dose, and a pulse in between these two requires a medium dose.
Okay, thank you. You eat too much. Okay, this is a lot of herbs because they are attacking two aspects of the pathogenic factors, one in the Yangming Qi level and one in the blood level, and some toxic too. So there, how many herbs are there? Like almost 20 herbs. When I got this formula for COVID very at the beginning, like 2020, that formula, I forgot the name, but they have about 25 herbs in there. So that means they're gonna take like a wind cold, wind heat, like a Yangming heat, and some pain, sore throat. So they put a lot of herbs in there to, because they want to just give it away instead of diagnose every individual because it's very hard. So that tells that they attack the many different type of pathogenic factor at the same time. So this is the same thing. Excuse me. That they are like attacking both Yangming and the blood level. So a lot of herbs. So like just those Fuji Xiaodusan, they take extreme wind heat and the internal toxic heat. They have a lot of herbs. Right? And cook Shigao and Xinyu first to 20 minutes. So those minerals, the hard materials cook longer. And those intense fever, strong thirst, dry hips, this is chill level heat. And you can see that the Shigao is cheaper with the Jimu. So this Baihutang is actually the main herbs formula in this Qingmen Bairusan. And the severe and stabbing headache, extreme irritability, delirious speech, rashes, nose bleeding is more like a blood level heat. And you see like a Huangnian, Huangqin Jiji, like more Huangnian Jietutang is there. And Xinyu Sengdi, Qixao, Mudanpi, Shu, Xuanshen. This is like a Xijiao Di Huang Tang. So about three formulas put together. Remember, this Qingyan Baidu San is Qi level heat and blood level heat together. So that is only herb in this category for your board exam. So that's, I think you should remember. And cook this one, Shigao and Sinuja, cook first to remember. Okay, again, this is Baihutang, Huangnianjiru and the Xinyu Diwangtang, the three formulas together. Any more questions? Okay, so I have to go a little bit quicker than before, right? So keep moving. And then, this is more important. So previous those toxic heat or extreme heat, probably these days antibiotics working better than those. So, and there are not many questions from there, probably one or two. So just the kind of pattern and the key element, but you don't have to really understand the whole detail of the individual formulas in that category. And this one in heat, more like a flagship formulas from Shang'an or Wenbing, that is more common on the exam because they are like herbs are very simple composition, and but they try to give you to understand the basic formulas rather than all these very complicated formulas. So in that sense, this category is important. Clear heat from the organs more than the previous ones of toxic heat like that. First is 마싱시간탕 and 시에바이산. Ivy, can you read these pages, please?
麻杏石甘汤、麻黄、石膏、杏仁、炙甘草。Indication: fever, thirst, coughing, and wheezing. Difficult breathing, difficult to expectorate, sputum, nasal flurry, heat low in the lung. 泻白散、桑白皮、地骨皮、炙甘草、粳米。Indication: skin that feels hot to the touch, coughing and wheezing, sore throat, a dry mouth, little or difficult to expectorate. Sputum symptoms worsen in late afternoon. Red-yellow tongue coating, thready and rapid pulse. Constrained lung heat causing wheezing.
Okay, let me ask you this, give you this case. Okay, so what is the first case? What formula for the first case? Right, that's the Mahuangtan case, right? And what is the second case? Okay, then which from Mashing Shigantang, which if you change one herb, which herb is you're gonna switch to make it Mahuangtang? Which one herb is different between Mahuangtang and Mashing Shigantang? And how you substitute it? Good, right. So yeah, you just switch the Sigao to Guizi, that is Mahuangtang. And then your Guizi to Sigao is Mashing Shigantang. So that means from exterior wind cold entering the body and it's settling the lung, have a Mashing Shigantang. So that is like a very, very excess condition, usually very strong constitution person have that. So that is a Mashing Shigantang, that the heat lodged in the lung. So that is a heat in the lung. Those difficult to expectorate sputum, it is not the phlegm. It just that your heat consumes the body fluid, then they're becoming more like the sticky things that is difficult to expectorate. Doesn't mean that it's a phlegm, so don't get confused. And the Shebaisan, like this, this is for example, the same patient, this Mashing Shigantang patient has been sick for like a few days and And this patient has underlying inefficiency. Then this is what Shebaisan indicates, skin feels hard to touch, right? And wheezing, sore throat. So this means that heat is in the kind of hiding or the smoldering, lurking heat. That means heat is not flaring, but instead it kind of keep inside, kind of under the ash, and keep sending the heat. So skin that feels hot to touch because it's in the heat is in the yangming level, and yangming is the muscle, so your muscle is hard to touch. Coughing, wheezing, sore throat, dry mouth, little or difficult to expectorate sputum. Symptom worse in the late afternoon. This late afternoon is that this is not really insufficient heat. This is what they explain is what time is the lung is most excess, most like a high energy level. What time of the day? What's the lung energy is highest in terms of the circadian clock? Do you follow what I'm asking? What time? What is the long time? Hmm? Come on, Ivy, Harry. Don't know. Long time. Yeah, 3 to 5 in the morning. So 3 to 5 evening is the weakest that they cannot control the heat. So yeah, that usually that heat is worse in the late afternoon, means this opposite uh, side of the long time. That's shared by sun because yeah, I mean like a eye is so white in the lung, so clear heat in the lung. So that's why the Sangbai P, Digu P, more like indeficiency heat rather than excess heat and nourish into the kidney, right? So this is that's difference. Remember that skin that feels hot to touch, but all the others like red yellow coating, thread and rapid pulse, this is not really this is rather excess condition, right? So this is lurking fire. Lurking fire means that heat is smoldering, so it's not flaring, but kind of a after when you cook a barbecue, once the fire is gone, then it's kind of a slow but constantly generate the heat. So this is uh, more likely that type of the kind of a yeah constant strong heat under the surface of the lung. Okay, so that's a share bison, right? So yeah, this 마싱 시간탕인 시에바이산 yeah, just the difference is 마싱 시간탕 is uh, more excess, and this is underlying background of indeficiency, right? And this is more common on the children. They're weaker in the energy of the lung, I mean qi. This is a light sweating and the signs of excess heat, such as fever and thirst. And this is like a sensational steaming heat in the afternoon by skin that it warms to touch but dry. There's no sweat because because it's a little bit more chronic and indeficiency. In daytime, you don't have a sweat. Rather, it is like hot skin and dry. Okay. And next one, Harry, can you read this?
蟹黄散、石膏栀子、草防风、藿香叶甘草。Indication: mouth ulcer, bad breath, thirst, frequent hunger, dry mouth and lips, a red tongue and a rapid pulse, lurking fire and spleen. 清胃散，黄连生麻丹皮生地当归 toothache, especially the pain extends into the head, facial swelling, fever, bad breath, a dry mouth, bleeding, and sores of the gums, and for a swollen, painful tongue, lips, or jaw. A red tongue with little coating, and a slippery, large, and rapid pulse. Heat accumulation in the stomach due to overconsumption of rich or fried food or cold food, which constrains yang qi and transforms into fire.
Okay, thank you. So 蟹黄散 is that heat in the spleen stomach actually. Two are pretty close, Qingwei-san and 蟹黄散. Qingwei-san is more heat in the stomach, and toothache is the main the manifestation, especially extends the head, because following the Yangming channel. And the facial, I'm sorry, so that, and the 蟹黄散 is like tongue and the mouth. The mouth also, bad breath, thirst. These are probably the same. Both are the same. Frequent hunger. Yeah, this is constant hunger, frequent hunger. Dry mouth and lips. Yeah, they're both like a dry mouth and lips. Red tongue, the same. Rapid pulse, same. So, but 蟹黄散 probably, yeah, this is lurking fire. So this is similar to those 蟹白散. Like a heat is smoldering, under the surface, and constantly, there's like the kind of keep producing the fever. If you see this case, if there's a toothache before the exam, probably the Qingwei-san. And usually the 蟹黄散 is for children's that they are. Do you remember like some children is what push out their tongue, right? They thrust their tongue. This is more likely the 蟹黄散 case. So again, yeah, these two are just word by word. It's difficult to differentiate, but for the exam, probably you should see the headache, toothache, and headache, facial like that, more Yangming channel, probably Qingwei-san. If just the tongue, mouth, and ulcer, and the lips, like that is more spleen, so that is a 蟹黄散. So that's the probably differentiation point. Okay, and yeah, Fang Feng, Huo Shang Ye, yeah, especially Fang Feng is because the heat is under the surface that you need some like wind to bring up those heat to clear out with the Shigao and Jiji. Okay. Again, like when you for the exam, you should be able to differentiate when I use Qingwei-san, when I use 蟹黄散. So, well, like 蟹白散 and 白虎汤. I mean, the 마싱시간탕, even 白虎汤. So, to find those key component of each formula that within the same category. Okay, because this is all organ related. So we do like first we do the lung, and now we do the stomach spleen. And the next Longdan Xiegantang, yeah, this is for the liver and gallbladder. Ivy, can you read this page, please?
龙胆泻肝汤、龙胆草、黄芩、栀子、木通、车前子、止咳 柴胡生地当归甘草 Pain in hypochondriac headache dizziness red and sore eyes hearing loss swelling in the ear a bitter taste irritability short temper also difficult and painful urination dark urine with heat sensation in urethra swollen and pruritic external genitalia or floor swelling, leukorrhea. In women, short menses with reddish purple blood, stirring taut rapid access pulse, red tongue with dots on the side and yellow coating. Liver gallbladder fire attack upward. There are two: head, eyes, ears. Damp heat invade downward. Tribute 34. Genital area. Taihu guide other herbs to liver gallbladder channel. 调味逍遥散 not for full force of heat access.
Okay. Longdan Shiegantung is probably they're gonna be on the exam almost every time. They like this formula. So this is what like liver and gallbladder damp heat, and this dampness is usually from the spleen. So hypochondriac pain, because this is two component, right? One is upper is liver fire, lower is damp heat in the liver and gallbladder. So there's two groups of the herbs like longdancha, huangqin is more upper, and yeah, those the mutong, chiqianji, jixie is the lower, and chaihu is the guiding the other herbs to the liver and gallbladder channel. So yeah, that's why hypochondriac pain is very the common signs and symptoms of liver and gallbladder. With headache is more likely the Xiaoyang headache, dizziness because liver fire, red and sore eyes, liver fire. Hearing loss is excess liver fire. Swelling in the ears, liver fire. Bitter taste, liver gallbladder. Irritability and short temper. So this is more upper. And also difficult and painful urination because dampness in the liver is strongly influenced the genital area. So go down to the bladder, urination, and with heat sensation in the urethra, swollen and pruritic external genitalis. So that is more like those skin problem, and foul smelling leukorrhea for female. So and in women, short menses with reddish purple blood. So short menses with reddish purple blood means heat. Okay, so excess heat ruptures the blood vessel, causing early menses. So this is all like a damp heat in the lower jaw. And yeah, the wiry rapid excess pulse, red tongue with dot on the side. Dot on the side means heat in the the liver. Yellow should be yellow greasy coating, moving because it's dampness. So yeah, this is a liver and gallbladder. It has to clear heat, liver 2 and GB34. That's for the gallbladder, right? And Chaihu is guiding her. So Longdan Xiagantang is pure excess, whereas the Jiaowei Xiaoyao San is excess and deficiency in combination because you have liver qi stagnation attack the spleen with a depressive heat. So there's some deficiency signs and symptoms. Tongue is different, pulse is different. So you can easily identify for that. Okay. So that I think we passed Yeah, this one. Because by mistake I skipped that page. So Eric, can you read this one, please?
玉女间，时高熟地之母脉都扭膝 indication toothache, loose teeth, bleeding gums, frontal headache, irritability, fever, thirst. Red with yellow coat, superficial rolling, division in large. Pause. Stomach heat with 生地淡竹叶甘草芍药甘草烧 irritability with a sensation of heat in the chest, thirst with a desire to drink cold beverages, a red face, possibly sores around the mouth, dark, scanty, rough, and painful urination, or even blood urine, a red tongue and a rapid pulse, heat in heart and small intestine, 生地 enters heart and kidney.
Okay, thank you. So yin yujian is similar to the qingwei-shan, but this underlying is kidney insufficiency with stomach fire, like that. So both are the toothache, because the qingwei-shan, yin yujian, both are toothache, but qingwei-shan is excess fire. This one is underlying kidney in and insufficiency fire causing toothache, because the toothache is the Yang-Ming's problem. Loose teeth is problem of which organ? Loose teeth is a problem of which organ? Hmm? Can you hear me? Hmm. Okay. Again, so loose teeth is the problem of. So easy, you don't answer. Yeah, good. So kidney. So your teeth is like underlying Yangming, and above is the cell kidney, right? So that indicates kidney deficiency and excess is like Yangming. And then compared to Qingwei-san, there's just toothache and swelling and bad breath. And the pulse is large and rapid pulse, slippery, large, rapid pulse, very excess. But this one pulse can be deficient if deficiency is more dominant. Uh, but the toothache with the loose teeth, you go in Eugen because still it could be rapid pulse, uh, possibly rolling pulse. But one the key difference is the teeth is an issue or not. Okay, and then the Dao Chi San. Now Dao Chi San is irritability with the sensation of the heat in the chest, thirst with the desire to drink cold water. So that tells us excess heat. A red face, possibly around the mouth, uh, and dark, scanty, rough, painful urination, or even blood urine. So this is more important part to differentiate Dao Qi San, because all these things, any excess heat in upper, like maybe 황년제두탕 or Xiexintang, all this heat have the same problem. But this one, together with the urination, like this, yeah, this tells this is Dao Qi San case. And case as like this is what heart, hair, or intestine. hot fire transmitted to small intestine, and then transfer to bladder, right? Because body fluid is from small intestine, it goes to bladder. What is the comparable acupuncture point for this case? So the treatment principle is clear: heat in the heart, and transfer the heat to the small intestine, and promote urination. So for the comparable acupuncture point is clear heat from the heart is what? Heart 8, right? And the transfer heat from heart to the small intestine is heart low connecting point, heart 5. Clear heat from the urination is bladder 28. That. So this is a same point selection as doing the formula. Okay. Any questions so far? Okay, let's take a break. So here, like in excess, set it the sun. So what is what is in excess, and which herb is doing that function? In excess, set it the sun. So again, in here, like liver fire, liver attack the stomach. So which one is excess? Liver, right? So that means wood is in excess. So sun. Oh, so what is the sun element then? This there, right? So is 황년. It's a clear heat, and also clear heat from the liver, also clear heat from the heart as well. So actually fire is a heart, so a clear fire in the heart, and also you can clear heat from the liver and clear heat from the stomach. So this is a perfect herb to clear all these things. And the ujui is hot. This is warm the yang, internal yang, working on the middle jaw and lower jaw. But good function of it is descending, right? It's bitter, so it's a very strong function of descending. So that helps this whole stomach revealers chi problems, right? And remember, like Hwangyan is 6 times more than Ujui, because you basically Ujui is hot, so that may not suitable for this excess fire condition. But since the Hwangyan is 6 times more, its hot properties compensated, and just using the function of descending and calm down the stomach and helping the acid reflux like that. And the Xiaoyaotang is this is the abdominal pain, difficult defecation, equal amount of pus and blood, tenesmus, burning sensation around the anus, heavy sensation in the body, fever, no thirst. So this is more likely damp heat or toxic damp heat in the large intestine, together with the qi and blood stagnation, causing the dysentery. So this is heat and damp is main thing, because this dysenteric. The dysenteric means and blood. So that means heat and dampness. And the key word here is equal amount of pus and blood. Okay, so that means there's almost like the heat and dampness are equal. Because that will differentiate the next formula. So remember that, like a Xiaoyaotang, the pus and the blood are equal. It may have depends on the condition. It may have a constipation or tenesmus. Of course, burning sensation in the anus because it's so heat. But the blood and pus are equal. In this case, blood comes first, or the stool comes first. Do you understand this question? If this patient is the dysenteric, so bathroom sitting, is it blood comes first or stool comes first? What's your answer, Harry? That's correct. Because the excess heat, heat, not necessarily the excess, but heat, blood efficiency to and blood follows. Okay. So dysenteric, the diarrhea. What is the comparable acupuncture point? What is the key point for the dysenteric? Remember, bladder 25 and stomach 37. Okay. And all the others like clear heat, like amp heat, sometimes stomach 36. But bladder 25, stomach 37, that's the dysentery. Okay. So that's 消腰汤. So dysenteric, usually like a bad food poisoning like that, but this equal amount of pus in the blood. Next, 바이토웽탕 and 칭하오비제탕. Is Ivy?
白头汤、白头丸、红莲、红柏、青皮。Abdominal pain, tenseness, a burning sensation around anus, diarrhea containing more blood than pus, red tongue with yellow coating, stirring called rapid pus, heat toxin in stomach and intestine, 厥阴 state, dysenteric disorders due to damp heat or toxin in the blood level. 白头翁 is the principal herb for dysentery and benefits eyes and treat damp heat blood level. Clear heat from deficiency. 青蒿鳖甲汤鳖甲青蒿生地黄知母丹皮 Night fever and morning coolness without sweating as the fever recedes. Emaciation without loss of appetite. Red tongue with little coating and a dirty rapid pulse, especially late stage of warm febrile disease or IDS. 鳖甲 in level nourish in 青蒿 vent the heat.
Thank you. So this last formula for the organ heat is 바이토웽탕. So previous formula, 逍遥san, and the 바이토웽탕 is pretty similar. Abdominal pain, tenesmus, burning sensation in around anus, diarrhea containing more blood than pus. So one difference is this, right? So look at the 逍遥汤, like abdominal pain, difficult defecation may or may not, but it's equal amount of pus and blood, right? Burning sensation, anus, heavy sensation. So both are damp heat, but this one is more heat than the previous one. So the red tongue with yellow coating and the string taught rapid pulse. This previous one is rolling and rapid pulse because the dampness is there, right? Dampness and the rapid pulse. But this one is string taught and rapid pulse because this is 샹안론 죄인 stage formula. So probably it got something like that from Shaoyin to Jueyin, the heat is going down there, so there's more heat sign, and then there's a Jueyin stage. So that's why it has a string-top pulse rather than like rolling pulse. Okay. So the difference is that there's more blood than pus. Okay, and sometimes they ask this by to wang. So by to wang, yeah, is your main herb for the dysentery, but it can also benefit the eyes. So by to wang can benefit the eyes. Of course, it can clear heat like a damp heat or blood level heat. Because it's for damp heat formula, the chief herb. But that one kind of unique thing is that they benefit the eyes. Okay, so yeah, like a dahong clear heat purge, but it can benefit the upper, like up bleeding in the upper jaw. So the bleeding in the nose, nose bleeding, gum bleeding, like red eyes is dahong. All right, so that's formulas, excess heat formulas in the like organ. And next one is clear heat from deficiency. So clear heat from deficiency means indeficiency heat or in level heat. So the when being Wei Qi in level heat or like a Shang'anmen, the Shaoyin, the heat pattern. So Qinghao Biejiatang is one of the most common in level heat. The in level heat difference between in level heat and indifference heat is that in level heat is from Wenbing. So more, usually that means quickly penetrate to the in level heat, whereas indifference heat is more chronically developing over the years. So night fever, morning coolness without sweating as fever recedes, emaciation without loss of appetite. So night fever, morning coolness is again like this. Wei qi is going to the internal body during the nighttime. So when Wei qi enters the like in level at nighttime, there's a big fight. There's a nighttime fever. But in the morning, this witch is popping up to the bladder channel. So then there's no more fight. So morning coolness is a very unique character. So just remember that. Night fever, morning coolness. Without, and also no sweating because there's night fever, night sweating comes, but the morning stop sweating as the fever recedes. And emaciation without loss of appetite because it's very sick. In level heat is pretty sick, but without loss of appetite means this is not the chill level heat. If it's chill level heat, usually you don't have appetite, but in level heat means that already passed the chill level. So now you can eat. Red tongue is a little coating, right? And thready rapid pulse. So this is early stage, late stage of warm febrile diseases, or even AIDS patient like that. And the age is also from exterior, right? Even though it takes a longer time. And again, like a bieja is heavy, this shell, cooking longer time. Yeah, bieja cooking longer time. Qinghao, they put in the last minute, right? So, but the bieja brings the qinghao to the in level, and the bieja nourishes the in clear heat in the in level, and Qinghao at the same time vent the heat because Qinghao is light by itself cannot go to the in level. But with the help of Bieja carries the Qinghao to the in level that helps the vent the heat. So this is a very clever combination of the heat can evaporate from there. Next one is Qinggu-san and Dangui Liu Wang Tang. I'm confused. Whose turn is it? Is it Ivy? Is Harry? Harry cannot read after 10:30. So okay, yeah. Well, let Harry read because it's the last chance he can read. and then after that I read. Okay, go ahead, Terry. You got 2 minutes.
青毒伞啊，林柴胡是胡黄连、地骨皮、青椒治鳖甲、甘草。Indication: afternoon tidal fever, unremitting chronic low-grade fever, sensation of heat in the bones but flesh is not warm till the touch, irritability, night sweats, thirst, dry throat, emaciation, lethargy, red with little coating, steady and rapid pulse. Kidney liver deficiency leading to steaming bone disorder. 当归六黄汤，当归、生地、熟地、黄连、黄芩、黄柏、黄芪。Fever, night sweats, red face, dry mouth, and parched lips, irritability, dry stools. Dark and scanty urine, a red, dry tongue, and a rapid pulse. Night sweating due to kidney insufficiency. Night fire, sweating, stops with wake up.
Thank you. So 친구산 is I mean for it's good for being a Chinese that there's something to do with the bone, right? Clear the heat from the bone. So this is the insufficiency heat is penetrate to the bone because kidneys produce the bone. I mean source of the bone, and inefficiency then this bone like heat is carrying to the bone. So this is a severe inefficiency heat. Afternoon tidal fever is very unique. I mean, it is very the common for the inefficiency heat. Unremitting chronic low-grade fever, because usually like a minor case of indeficiency, they don't have a low-grade fever all the time. They have a usually low-grade afternoon tidal fever is general indeficiency, but this is a very severe indeficiency heat that they even have a constant have a low-grade fever. Sensation of the heat in the bone, but flesh is not warm to touch. So that means when you touch, patient is not warm, but you keep press and go deeper level, and you feel that heat is, you can feel the heat on your palm. Irritability is very bad. Insomnia is pretty bad. Lethargic, red lips, dark red cheeks, night sweats, thirst, dry throat, emaciation. So this is all that severe insufficiency heat with the bone level, right? So tongue is red with no coating and thready, rapid, possibly superficial pulse. So this is kidney liver insufficiency leading to the steaming bone disorder. So this is easy to recognize because there's a heat sensation of heat in the bone. There's Chingusan, and Inchaihu is the like a chief verb, but it also has a Qinghao the Bieja. That means this is in level heat and the insufficiency heat because of this. The Qinghao Bieja Tang is in there as well in Qinggusan, but it's going deeper to the bone, so they have like Inchaihu and Hu Huangnian like that. Next one is a Dangui Liu Huang Tang. So this is Dangui plus 6 Huang, right? So that Sengdi Suri Dangui Huangnian Huangqin Huangbo. So all this like 6 Huang and Dangui. And this is more likely Xiaoyin heat pattern. So kidney and heart insufficiency fire. So this is an insufficiency. Previous one is more in level heat. So this is a fever or night sweat. This fever is more likely evening and nighttime. And night sweat is very bad. But actually, 당괴류황탕 is one of the key formula for the night sweat, the severe night sweat. Because some menopause woman has pretty bad on this sweat because the patient sweat all day long, day and night. So yeah, this is one of the formula that can help. So night sweat is very bad, and the red face, dry mouth, and parched lips, irritability, dry stool, dark. So all the others are insufficiency, but 당귀류황탕 is specifically for night sweat. Okay, red tongue and red person. Night sweating is due to kidney insufficiency fire, and yeah, because this night sweat is what we call night sweat called. So when you wake up, then it disappears. That's usually, this is an interesting character of the night sweating. What is the comparable acupuncture point of night sweat? Right, heart 6 and so yeah, kidney 7 is like Huangqi because they can stop night sweating, they can stop spontaneous sweating. Right? And the heart 6 and kidney 3. If this patient has not only night sweat, have a daytime sweat, then which one you gonna add? Which formula, which herbs you gonna add? Hmm? What is a good formula for stop sweating? Here, night sweat with the daytime sweat. The night sweat is severe, so you use a 당귀류황탕, but still the patient having a sweat at the daytime too. Then what the herb or what formula you're gonna add? Hmm? I think you already you know it. You answered me before. I remember. Which herb or which formula is good for the any sweat? Hmm? Yeah, because any sweat problem, but mostly used for the spontaneous sweating. Yeah, like you remember Mulisan? Yeah, so that you can add like muli or mahwangan, the fushaomai like that. Right? So that's so you can modify if because the night sweat is severe, then usually your patient pore is open that tends to sweat at daytime too. So then means like a sweat all day long, and then you with that you add like molisa. But yeah, be careful. This is very very cold herb, so that some like the weak patient cannot take it. Mm. Then you better use like a Jawish. I mean the like the what is Jibai one, right? Then next one is summer heat. Ivy, can you read?
613滑石甘草 6.1 Indication fever, sweating, thirst, irritability, urinary difficulty, diarrhea, nausea and vomit, a painful urinary dribbling and stony painful urinary dribbling. A thin yellow greasy coating, a soft rapid pulse. 6 to 1 ratio between 花石 and 甘草. Decoct in cheesecloths. Sour heat or damp heat in the lower jaw.
Thank you. So yeah, Liu Yisan is a 6-1. So yeah, this is Hua Xuan Ganchao rate is 6-1. And yeah, this is summer heat. Well, summer heat means damp heat, like a toxic damp heat. So fever, sweating, because even though it's damp heat, summer heat, you make it you feel very thirsty. So that is one thing that, because this is very close to, because this is very close to Omyeongsan. Okay? Omyeongsan is also only two herbs that take a damp heat in the lower jaw. So one of the differentiation point is thirsty and they may drink water because it's damp, the summer heat. Okay, then the fever, sweating is this is the same, but this is more high fever. Ermielsan is probably like a low grade fever or may not have a fever. Irritability, urinary difficulty, diarrhea, no, this is same, but nausea and vomit is this dampness in the middle jaw. But Ermielsan don't have this nausea vomit because Ermielsan is strictly low jaw damp heat. So they're not really bother the middle jaw. But Liu-San is the summer heat type, so it can it also influence the split stomach. So other than that, we are basically same. Romeo-san, Liu-San is very similar. So the key point here is that this is summer heat, so you are thirsty and want to drink water, and you have a nausea, vomit. Whereas Romeo-san, don't have it. Okay. So the thin yellow greasy coating and soft rapid pulse. Or like if this is instead exterior, you may have a slippery pulse and slightly chills too. So sick, and also you cook with the cheesecloth with like a wash because it's very powdery. And there's some here are dampened in the lower jaw, but this nausea, vomit, and thirst is kind of a differentiation point between Ermielsan and the Liu-San. Okay. So yeah, that's the end of the clear heat formulas. It's a lot. All right. Okay. So I think we are about 1/4 done because we have 162 formula. We just finished 45, so it's still a long way to go. And let's keep going. The next one is opposite. formula that warms interior cold. So yeah, Ivy, can you read this one?
当归四逆汤，当归、桂枝、芍药、细辛母、同炙甘草。I forgot what's that.
这个突然打扰。
炙甘草大枣。Long-standing cold hands and feet that are both cold to the touch and feel very cold to the patient. A pale tongue with a white coating and a deep or minute pulse. Blood deficiency with cold in the channel. Characterized by cold hand up to the wrist and feet up to the ankles, but no other indication of yang deficiency.
So as its name tells, Sini, so cold extremities. But yeah, this is a little bit different from Sini San or Sini Tang, right? Because Sini Tang is same as like a cold, but that is organ cold. That means it's a kidney and yeah, spleen or kidney yang is deficiency. Whereas this Sini Tang, this one is like this channel cold. So, and this is more likely, yeah, still have a yang deficiency with blood deficiency. So long-standing cold hands and feet, but cold hand and feet is only to the up to the wrist or ankle, so not the whole the limbs, like different from kidney yang deficiency. So just cold hand and feet, both cold to touch and feels very cold to the patient. Other than that, there's no yang deficiency signs and symptoms. So pale tongue with white coating this is more blood deficiency, and the deep or minute or vapors is deficiency of yang in the blood. So this is a blood deficiency with cold in the channel. That usually blood gives the warmth, right? Blood gives the warmth, and yang deficiency sometimes they're not carrying all the warmth with the blood to the extremities. That's why this is cold hand up to the wrist and the feet up to the ankle, but no other signs as the yang deficiency. So it's cold and feet. You have the Sinisan, right? So, but Sinisan is a liver chi stagnation, so their tongue is red and slightly yellow coating. That's Sinisan. Tang is like a whole limbs are cold and yeah, everything is cold with diarrhea like that. And sometimes Da Cheng Chi Tang has a cold and so heat obstruct the qi up and like going to the extremities. So there's three types of cold extremities, but that's in its like Da Cheng Chi Tang cold hands is more likely force cold. And this Dangui Sini Tang is this is like blood deficiency with the cold, the cold in the channel. So that's a little bit different, right? So yeah, you have like a Dangui Guizi Xiaoyao. So Guizi Xiao is like a the Guizi Tang, like, right? So that warms the channel. Guizi warms the channel. This Xiaoyao should be Bai Xiao. So yeah, that help the yin level, and the xixin is hot. Or yeah, I don't know you were there. Like this last week, Dr. Yi made the herb at the school, make like a dangui sini tang, but yeah, she didn't because we don't have a xixin. Like, we cannot use xixin, so yeah, except xixin. So, but yeah, probably without xixin is not really doing this purpose because that is strongly warming. Out of all this, the shishin is kind of most hot property. So that is 당고에 쓰니 탕. Now, next one is warms the middle and dispels the cold. So this is more organ cold, more like organ yang deficiency. Okay, Ivy, continue to read, please.
李中丸、干姜、人参、白芷、炙甘草。Diarrhea with watery store, nausea, vomiting, no thirst, loss of appetite, abdominal pain, bleeding due to middle burner yang deficiency, including nose bleeding, vomiting of blood, excessive menstrual bleeding, bleeding from the rectum, and various types of internal bleeding. In all cases, the blood is pale and the bleeding is accompanied by cold extremities, pale tongue, deep and steady pulse, spleen and stomach deficiency as cold, 太阳 syndrome, like the pressure. Don't 李中丸 don't like the pressure. That 大建中汤 as 阳气虚 cold upward rising cause obstruct the chest, chest B syndrome. Spleen governs saliva, parotid glands. Kidney governs spittle, maxillary, sublingual gland.
Okay, thank you. Well, Lizong is the Shang'anmen formula, Shang'anmen tie-in, right? So from the Taiyang, Yangming, Xiao-in, and then turning into in stage, so tie-in together. Lizong without just cold in middle jaw and deficiency, or Pingwei-san, the cold and the dampness, damp cold. So these two formulas, the Lizong, the Shang'anmen formula in tie-in. So this is cold, middle jaw cold. So again, if you this formula, these herbs in here is if you substitute ganjang to fuling, this is what? If you substitute ganjang to fuling, what this formula gonna be? Hmm? This is sujinjutang, right? So, so this is just one herb, just like the what this previous 마싱시간탕 with from 마황탕, same. This one, if you switch 간장 to fuling, then this is sujinjutang. So basically, they tonify middle jaw, but plus the cold, so with 간장. And yes, since spleen qi is deficiency in cold, diarrhea, watery stool, sometimes undigested food particles in there, and nausea, vomit, stomach, no thirst, cold, loose stool, abdominal pain. This abdominal pain is deficiency pain. So you put the pressure with your warm hand, feels much better. So this is what it meant here. Also, why is so much bleeding? Why Li Zhong'an case has so much bleeding? What? Which function is the problem? Why you think is so much bleeding? Bleeding due to middle burner, yang deficiency, including nosebleed, vomiting, excessive menstruation bleeding, bleeding from the rectum. So all of the place you're going to bleeding because as it says here, yang deficiency, because yang deficiency is what? Yang deficiency is worse than qi deficiency, right? So yang deficiency already includes the qi deficiency and the cold. So that function of the holding is pretty bad. So that's why so many bleeding. So remember the Legion 1, you have a lot of bleeding case, right? And all blood is pale and bleeding is accompanied by cold extremities, because this is Yangming. So your extremities are cold. So your like whole arms are cold. Pale tongue, deep and thready pulse. This is typical. Yang deficiency cold. If you have coating, it's white coating, right? So this is a stomach spleen deficiency and cold tie-in syndrome. And like the pressure is Legion 1, or 下降中堂. And the Legion 1, they have a deficiency and cold, so they like the pressure. Whereas the 다젠종탕 is cold, but excess cold, so that they don't like the pressure. So remember, like the 다청치탕, worse with the pressure, right? The xiaoqingqintang, the pressure doesn't make any difference. So that's one differentiation point. And sometimes this yang deficiency and cold is going up and cause the pain in the chest. So that's like more angina type of pain. And spleen yang deficiency, sometimes patient, like especially children, has a lot of the drooling, saliva. Mouth has a lot of this saliva is coming because the spleen governs the saliva. And yang deficiency, you keep drooling. So the saliva is from parotid gland, and the kidney is a spittle, like a deep inside the throat. So that's maxillary, so sublingual gland. Okay, so so far, any questions? Okay, then let's take a break. Next one, 우주이탕 in the 샤. Next one, 우주이탕 in the 샤오지엔종탕. Ivy, can you read?
无助于生姜人参大枣，阳明 stomach and cold, vomit right after eating. Indeterminate glowing, hunger, acid regurgitation. 厥阴 stomach and liver,虚 and cold, vertex, headache and dry habits or vomit clear fluids. 少阴 cold attack, ill jaw and stomach cold cause vomit. Also kidney yang cannot rise. There is diarrhea and cold hand and feet. In general, patient wants to die. During thready soul plus white and slippery tongue. 小建中汤一汤。What's this? 一汤桂枝白芍。What is SDZG?
生姜、大枣、甘草。
生姜、大枣、甘草。桂枝汤 but double dosage of 白芍 plus 一汤。Intermittent spasmodic abdominal pain that respond favorably to local application of warmth and pressure, or lustrous complexion, reduced appetite, maybe low grade fever, palpitation, irritability, cold and sore extremities with non-specific discomfort, a desire to drink hot beverage, a dry mouth and throat, a pale tongue with a white coating and a thready, stirring thought and moderate pulse, middle jaw cold and deficiency cause 因为 disharmony and general weakness.
Okay. So yeah, 우주탕 is basically vomit. Whatever it is vomit. So that's why instead of it's very cold, usually use 간장, but they use 생姜because 생姜is a more stronger property to descend the stomach chi more than 간장. 간장 is they have similar function, but yeah, 생姜is more powerful on that. So this is Yangming. So stomach deficiency and cold. Yeah, stomach cheese deficiency and cold. Yeah, you vomit right after eating. And indeterminate gnawing hunger. So because this is kind of phlegm is because it's cold. If there's a cold in the stomach, yang qi is obstructing. Then body fluid metabolism is disturbed. Then kind of phlegm is formed, and this phlegm makes this they agitate the stomach. You feel like a hunger, but also you don't want to eat. So this is kind of you're hungry, but you're hungry. You don't want to eat. So this is indeterminate knowing hunger, because this is what the obstruction of the yang qi and acid regurgitation. So mostly it's vomit because of the stomach qi deficiency and cold. Or juein, so stomach and liver disharmony, that the liver attack the stomach. And also liver channel is cold, and the stomach is deficient and cold, that cause a vertex headache, because the liver qi stagnation. The channel is cold, have a vertex headache, right? Because the liver channel. And dry hips are vomiting clear fluid, because they attack. The vomit is clear fluid. Or even kidney yang deficiency, that kidney yang cannot warms the middle jaw, and then stomach become cold and cause vomit. Also, kidney yang can arise, then there's diarrhea and cold hand and feet. So whatever it comes, everything is vomit. So, and ujuyi is the herb, is very hot herb. Again, yeah, ujuyi is hot, kind of bitter, and then they have strong function to descend the qi. And also they enter the liver and stomach and the kidney. So this is perfect herb for all these things, right? And the 생姜and renshen daizao. So underlying is deficiency in cold, use renshen. But so chief herb is ujuyu, and they descend the qi, they go to liver channel, cause the vertex headache. So yeah, this is what it is. So in general, patient wants to die because this is vomit, diarrhea, cold hands and headache. So yeah, very miserable, right? So string tart pulse, because the liver thready, slow, and the white slippery tongue. Okay, so 우주의탕 is vomit. Remember, this is vomit and the cold. Yeah, 우주의탕. 孝见中汤 is this basically 구이즈탕 and add 이탕, this maltose. This 이탕 is help tonify qi very mildly, and helps the pain, right? And the Baishao also helps the pain. Basically, this is yin-wei disharmony, that yin qi is deficiency, cannot nourishes the middle jaw, so there's a pain. So in Guizitang, you double the dosage of Baishao. So if you 6 gram and 12 gram, and the Baishao is very beneficial for the pain, right? And support the Wei qi and the yin qi. The intermittent spasmodic abdominal pain that is responsible favorably to the local application of warmth and pressure. So this intermittent spasmodic abdominal pain means if you are tired, there's a pain. Because you're tired, then your cheese even lower, then there's a pain. If you take a rest and eat some sweet food, some warm food, and some pressure abdomen, that makes better, so it's go away. So it's kind of a comes and goes. Lustreless complexion, reduced appetite. So this is all like a qi deficiency. Right? Maybe low-grade fever, palpitation, irritability, cold and sore extremities with non-specific discomfort. So this means nothing really, you cannot specify where the pain is, but you kind of feel sort of a discomfort. You're not really comfortable. And this low-grade fever is that your middle jaw qi is deficiency. It's similar to the bujong ichitang. The qi is not rising, then it tends to have some like a feverish sensation, especially you're tired, and palpitation, because the qi is not nourishing the heart, there's palpitation. But this is like a more of a when you're tired, palpitation, irritability, and cold and sore extremities with non-specific discomfort. So again, this is kind of deficiency of the qi, especially yin-wei disharmony. You're not comfortable. A desire to drink hot beverages or warm beverages because of this deficiency in cold and dry mouth in the throat. Because this body fluid metabolism is also disturbed, so you feel kind of dry. The pale tongue with white coating and strict out pulse, and moderate pulse. And this is middle jaw deficiency and cold, causing yin-wei disharmony and general weakness. So Xiaojianzhong Tang is like you can imagine those female patients not really eating well because they want to diet something, so they don't eat well. They're kind of vegans, so they don't have enough qi and blood, and working hard. So their qi is deficiency and cold because they don't eat meat, they don't eat the proper meal, so qi is deficiency, the yang is deficiency, and easily complain about the abdominal pain, sometimes very bad pain, cramping pain like that. But take a rest and eat something, feels better. Some warm drink feels better like that. So this is typical the deficiency female patient having this kind of problem. Okay. Next one is a Da Jian Zhong Tang. Okay. Can you continue to read?
Da Jian Zong Tang. 花椒、干姜、人参一汤。Excruciating epigastrial, abdominal pain that cannot be tolerated being touched, a strong sensation of cold in the epigastria, unable to eat due to vomit, white slippery coating, thready, tense, or slow, and string talk. Root, 都叫阳虚 manifestation, excess excruciating pain. Remember the difference between 李宗丸
Yes, yes, well, yeah.
Okay. Both rebellious stomach chi due to cold and she cause chest and epigastrial cold and pain. Watch out of alleviate the pain, dispel cold.
Okay, so yeah, Da Jian Tang is yeah, the opposite to the Xiao Jian Tang. That Xiao Jian Tang is deficiency in cold. Their Da Jian Tang is also yang deficiency, is internal cold, but this is excess cold because of this cold is rather condensed. So that's why excruciating epigastria. So like if you imagine that, let's say the children, a child, a boy, younger, have like the gallons of ice cream as they hide and eating ice cream, and then suddenly crying and cramping pain, severe pain. Yeah, that is a kind of thing that the underlying is deficiency, but taking some very cold, even because some adults too, like they are weak stomach chi or yang, and usually you're taking some very cold, kind of excess cold inside, like drinking like a glass of beer with a cold, ice cream, so like ice drinks, like ice americano, like that. Yeah, and then this cold and the excess cold is entering the deficiency underlying, and then that cause excruciating epigastric pain, abdominal pain that cannot tolerate being touched because it's a deficiency, but like underlying is deficiency, but manifestation excess, they cannot tolerate being touched. That is different from Legion 1 or Legion, then also Xiaojian Zhongtang. Xiaojian Zhongtang, Legion 1 both like to touch and warmth and pressure. Dajian Zhongtang, they like the warmth, but they don't like the pressure, right? And strong sensation in the cold in the epigastria and unable to eat due to vomit. So anything that eat can coming out of vomit. White slippery coating, thready, tense or slow string tappers. Because it's pain and cold, so maybe tense pulse. And root is middle jaw, yang deficiency, and manifestation is excess excruciating pain. Because so then again, like this is something extra cold, excess cold enters the usually stomach. Because the Dajian Zhongtang, yeah, Li Zhongwan both like a cold but vomit. Xiaojian Dongtang, yeah, they don't have a vomit, rather like a pain and deficiency, right? So both reveal stomach chi and the cold, and the cause chest and epigastrial cold pain. So that's they both are the same, but the difference is excess cold. And Hua Jiao is also like warms the yang, and this is same as Chuan Jiao. Hua Jiao, Chuan Jiao, the same thing. Because those Sichuan food is spicy. You have a lot of Hua Jiao, right? So yeah, this helps the pain, both express cold and elevate the pain, like Yitang elevate the pain. Okay, so yeah, Dajian Zhongtang is that's why Hua Jiao is not only warms, it helps the pain in the middle jaw, together with Yitang. Okay, Yitang tonifies the qi and relieves the pain with the Renshen. So Hua Jiao Ganjiang warms the middle jaw and relieves the pain and descending the qi. Okay. Now, so we have a kind of middle jaw deficiency called, this is rescue devastated yang. So rescue devastated yang means kidney yang deficiency is almost collapsing. So the yang deficiency is very severe. So 스니탕, okay. Ivy, can you read the 스니탕?
四逆汤附子干姜炙甘草 extremely cold extremities, aversion to cold, sleeping with knee drawn up, lethargic stage with constant desire to sleep, vomit, diarrhea of undigested food particles, abdomen pain and cold, lack of thirst, pale tongue with white slippery coating, deep, thready or deep weak pulse, 阴厥 kidney yang 虚 in 少阴 stage, sleeping with knee drawn up, yang collapse syndrome, marks out with salt, profuse sweating versus yang in collapse, sticky sweating, true cold, false heat, taken cold, flushed face and irritability. 附子 is quick but short. 干姜 is short but long.
Okay, thank you. So the 스니탕, again, you don't confuse with 스니산. 스니탕 is yang deficiency of kidney and the spleen, or kidney. And the key character is because this is sini, the cold extremities, so that you use for like the main complaint is what is cold, extremely cold extremities. So yeah, it is very cold. Patient feels very cold. You touch is very cold, and since it's yang deficiency, very urgent cold. Sleeping with the knee drawn up means like when you're sick and cold, you kind of pulls your body like a kind of a shrimp shape, right? A lethargic state, constant desire to sleep. This is what actually Tang is Shannon formula like a Shaolin cold pattern, right? So this is cold and deficiency, no yang. So always wants to sleep because yin is abundant. And if it's in the stomach, cold, I mean yang deficiency cold to the stomach, then vomit. Or diarrhea of undigested food particles. Abdominal pain and cold and lack of thirst. So this is typical kidney yang deficiency. Yeah, pale tongue, like a white slippery coating, thready and deep weak pulse. This is injue, it's a kidney yang deficiency. So the Shaolin cold stage. This is not yang collapse. This is like a yang deficiency. The difference is yang collapse, you rescue yang. Or yang deficiency, you warm the yang. Right? The yang collapse, you mark out the salt in the umbilicus, right? And profuse sweating. Whereas in collapse, it's sticky sweating. True cold, first heat, taken cold, flush face, and irritability. So what it means is that sometimes kidney yang is deficiency, then it's severe yang deficiency. This yang is lost the ground with the yin. So this yang qi is going up to the upper, to the face. You have some like flushed face and irritability. That is a true cold, but force heat. Then you better take this formula as a cold, okay? Because that helps this force heat condition. Foods is most powerful hot herbs, 25 the warms the yang. Food is not 25 kidney yang, but it warms the yang more. but it's the quick but lasts shorter. Whereas the ganjang is more middle jaw, stomach, spleen. Uh, it acts slow, but it takes longer. So these two combination kind of quickly clear the cold, expel the cold, but last longer. Okay, so that's a serenita. Next is Shen Fu Tang. Can you continue to read, please?
参腹汤，人参治肤子 cold extremity, sweating, weak breathing, and shortness of breath, dizziness, and extremely pale complexion, a pale tongue, and a faint pulse that is almost imperceptible. Acute young collapse with depleted original qi. This is comparable to moxa with salt. Should not be used for long term.
Yeah, so this is yang collapse. So previous one is a yang deficiency. This is yang collapse, more severe. That is like yang is lost the ground and going upper. So this here, like there's profuse cold sweating, uh, breathing and short of breath, because and also feel very dizzy, extremely pale complexion, and a faint pulse. So that means like a very what Wei Mai, almost imperceptible that you cannot feel it. So this is yang collapse, because yang collapse with the depleted original qi. So yeah, Röntgen and Fuzi, just two, Shen Futang is an emergency. Just like this is comparable to moxa with salt, with like Ran 8, right? But yeah, this is just designed for rescue yang. It's not tonify or anything. It's just rescue yang and original qi, and because Röntgen helps the original qi. Fuzi is a rescue yang. So these two are this kind of emergency formula. So you can tell the difference between Sini Tang and the Shenfu Tang. That the Sini Tang is regular kidney yang deficiency, cold. So more cold. Okay, four extremities cold. That is a difference. Like the Jingwei Shen Qi The Jingwei Shen Qi is 25 yang, kidney yang. So their warming function is less than the Sini Tang. Sini Tang is quickly warm, the yang expels the cold, and Shenfu Tang is even like the emergency. Okay. So that. And the next is the wrist exterior internal access. So this is like in combination of like a couple of patterns at the same time. Okay, Ivy, can you read?
大柴胡汤，柴胡、大黄、黄芩、枳实、白芍、半夏、三地黄。Indication: alternating fever and chills, fullness in the chest, and hypochondria, a bitter taste in the mouth, nausea, continuous vomiting, heart, focal distension of or fullness and pain in the epigastrium, burning, diarrhea, or no bowel movements. Despondency, slight irritability, a yellow tongue coating, and a stirring thought excess pulse. Concurrent Shaoyang and Yangming stage disorders. When the heat from exterior or draining heat from the interior. This contains 小柴胡汤 and 小承气汤 with some modification.
Okay, so yeah, this is the Sengjang and Dazang. Okay. Right. So yeah, this da chai hutang is like this is also using for the xiaoyang, but xiao chai hutang is what more deficiency and liver qi stagnation, spleen qi deficiency, phlegm and damp and heat. The da chai hutang is xiaoyang syndrome plus yangming together. So this is alternating fever and chills with most likely constipation. So this is alternating chills and fever, and the fullness in the chest and hypochondria, bitter taste in the mouth, nausea, vomit. This is more likely the Xiaoyang, Xiao Chai Hutan case. And the hard focal distension, fullness and pain, epigastrium, burning diarrhea, or no bowel movement means constipation. Despondence is slight irritability. So this is more like a yangming, right? So focal distension, fullness, and hardness. So that's why I have the Xiaocheng Chitang, like Da Huang Jishi is there, and yeah, Chai Hu Bai Xiao for Banxia for the the Xiao Chai Hu Tang combination. So remember, Da Chai Hu Tang is Xiao Chang Chi Tang plus Xiao Yao San plus Xiao Cheng Chi Tang. So Xiaoyang syndrome with Yangming with constipation. Next one, Fang Feng Tong Sheng Shen. Okay, can you continue to read?
防风通圣散，防风麻黄、大黄、芒硝、荆芥、薄荷、栀子、滑石、石膏、连翘、黄芩、桔梗、川芎、当归、白芍、白芷、甘草。
A
Huh?
lot of herbs.
Oh yeah. 连葛散 variation with 六益散，调味承气汤、四物汤。Strong fever and chills, headness, dizziness, red and sore eyes, difficulty in the swallowing, nasal congestion with thick and sticky nasal discharge, and saliva. A bitter taste in the mouth, dry mouth, vocal distension with a stifling sensation in the chest and diaphragm. Constipation, dark growth, urination, a yellow greasy tongue coating, and a floating. Rapid or wiry slippery pulse. Exterior wind heat and pre-existing interior heat or internal heat from exterior heat. Many modern practitioners use the formula to treat obesity with exterior-interior heat.
Okay. So Fang Feng Tong Sheng Shan is those patients with if you sometimes see the patient red face, like all heat, chubby, like overweight, obesity, thick wrist coating, because this one has basically is extreme wind heat. So that's why this strong fever and chills, probably more fever and slightly chills. Lightheaded, dizziness, red sore eyes. Liangsan is basically like a what or what above the heat. Heat is upper is more like a clear heat, and lower is more solid material like constipation like that. So the above heat cause like a dizziness, red and sore eyes, difficulty in swallowing, nasal congestion, thick and sticky nasal discharge, and saliva. So this is all like a more like a exterior wind heat with internal heat, a lot of heat sign. Bitter taste in the mouth is heat, dry mouth. And the focal distension, stifling sensation, chest, diaphragm, constipation. This is like a more middle lower jaw is solid heat condensation. So yeah, it has a lot of like a clear heat, Lianggesan, Liuweisan, because Huashi is there, and the Tiaowei Chengqitang is Mangshao and the Dawang there, and the Sutang without the Sudi because they want to protect because this is too harsh herbs, so they want some protect the like a blood and in because too much of a like a the expels the wind and purge and the clear heat, the damp heat. So this is yeah, very much like those if you remember the what this Longdan Xiegan yeah, too. Yeah, they do have this Dangwei Baixia Baixi, like a Singdi even, to compensate those harsh property of the other herbs. And yeah, because this is sweating and purging and urination, so yeah, this has been used for the obesity patient because they will like let go. But you have to careful that you have to use this for healthy, like more like the healthy male, good healthy constitution rather than weak patient. You shouldn't use it for the weak patient, right? Okay, next one, maybe. This is the last one today. Okay, so
OK，葛根黄连黄芩汤，葛根黄连黄芩炙甘草 ，fever, sweating, thirsty, burning sensation in the anus, dysentery, false smelling stool is due to improperly purging the pathogenic factor that the pathogen interior into Yangming, a red and yellow coating, rapid pulse, incompletely resolved exterior with interior excess heat, focus on the interior aspects, treats dysentery disorders due to damp heat in the yang breathless qi aspects.
yeah, this is what like a patient has wind heat. Let's say patient wind heat, but the doctor mistake that this like Yangming heat, so they purge the heat. Then this exterior wind heat is going follow the Yangming and having this pathogenic factor in the enter to the Yangming. Uh, so that's why it has a like a all Yangming heat sensation with so large intestine has like a dysentery, foul smelling stool, and like a burning anus like that, and the sweating, thirsty, and fever. Uh, but also this is since the heat is Yangming, that the what is your muscle is sweating. Okay, Yangming called sweating in the muscle layer because it's Yangming. So and also the Yangming spleen, the stomach spleen cause the lung, influence the lung to wheezing. So Gergen Huangyan Huangqintang is also there's a heat in the chest and having some wheezing too. So remember, this one, yeah, I probably fix it that this Gugen Huangnian Huangqintang, not only the one that we just discussed, also have the wheezing problem. Okay, heat in the chest and epigastrium and the possibly wheezing. So yeah, this is pretty similar to the other like a Bai To Wang Tang, what the Xiao San like that. It was a dysenteric, uh, but the etiology will be different. This is more like a low jaw, but yeah, this is from exterior. Improper purging cause this problem, and it's possibly it can cause wheezing too, and like a sweating. Okay. So yeah, that's all for today. Any question? Okay. So yeah, then again, we're gonna continue to finish this first section next week, and midterm is after next week. Okay. All right. See you next week.